Hello everyone, it's Jess, or Halloween Heartthrob, but you guys can call me Jess because you're cool like that. And today I am doing a ball-jointed doll prompt, and that would be number 8, stereotypes. And to help me with that, I have my Zuzu Delph Fenny by Lutz Tadashi here to help me. I have my some of the questions, not questions, but things that I wanted to touch on my computer. So if you see me like looking over there for an extended amount of time, it's because I'm reading it, because I wrote some of these things down before. A lot of times when I see other people doing stereotype or this prompt about stereotypes, it's usually what they're mad about. Well, not mad, but something that really bothers them. But I think I'm just going to say it in a sense of what I just happen to see a lot. The only thing that actually bugs me is actually not super common in the hobby as I thought it would be, but joining the hobby, I thought, and I heard horror stories of people stereotypically being mean, like, oh, you can only buy Volks or other expensive doll brands, or if you're buying anything other than Volks, you're just a poor commoner, and my doll's the best because I touched it, and just being super rude and acting like their doll is their doll and their, most of the time, very unoriginal story is God's gift to Earth. That's probably the only stereotype I'm a little mad about. The other stereotypes are gay and or yaoi dolls. I have no problem with it. None of my dolls are necessarily one way or the other like that, but I just happen to see a lot of that in the hobby. I'm not very sure why. Most of the people that I know that are in the hobby also really happen to like anime, and that's just one of the things that come with anime, I guess. But for the longest time, that in pastel goth, there was, I mean, I love the style. None of my dolls just fit that criteria in their character. They're very pretty to look at, but there was a lot, like a lot of yaoi and pastel goth ball-jointed dolls. Again, nothing wrong with it. I just saw a lot of it. It was fun because of all the color. Japanese names. I thought this one's funny. I don't understand how anybody could get mad at that, but it's just something like stereotypical that a lot of people do. Me personally, Japanese names are a lot prettier than American names. Some of the time, I feel like they're a lot more creative and meaningful, and they really are. I feel like if anything that we have any meaning to our names, it's very lost, culturally. And just like my bigger doll that I've named Shin, I'm working on his doll wig. My gosh, he's so tall. I can see him over my table. I'm like debating with the name of Kyoshiro, or Kyo for short, but instead it could be like Keith.
Keith, you know? Oh, watch out for Keith!
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that name. I just think it's funny, like, this is Keith. This is Bob. That dude's name is Sam. Like, there's nothing wrong with those names, but if I'm gonna have, like, half-demon, elves, human war with demons, and I feel like those names just don't fit with the whimsicalness of it all. Maybe it does, I don't know. I think it's a little silly, like having a cat named Paul.
Come on, Paul! What a ridiculous name for a cat! Paul! That's a person's name! A person's name!
Again, not mad about it. Just think it's a little silly. And I'm sure my Japanese names or made-up names for my dolls are probably silly to some people. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about with stereotypes that I find mostly is not inside the hobby, but what a lot of the people in the hobby have to deal with. Why do you still play with dolls? My first response to this, my personal response, is kind of sarcastic, passive-aggressive, and it's usually, oh, well, I didn't know you paid my bills, so... you know, like, you don't run my life, or I live in my own home and pay my own bills, so... But a lot of people, get bullied, or other people get like super mad at people for playing with dolls. Like, I feel like men in the hobby get it the most, because men are supposed to have like this super buff exterior and not have a single feminine or soft. The train is going off. Oh, now it's quiet. Okay, sorry for the train, but yeah, there's very few John Wayne kind of characters in the world, and that's what makes us all special, because there are a different variety of people. So if you're one of those people who are like, why do you play with dolls, or why do you still play, why are you playing with Barbies? First off, these are not Barbies. These are some people's, like, livelihoods. I don't know, like, there's nothing wrong with Barbies, because I definitely still play with those, but these are not. These are investments. So yeah, I play with dolls because I like it. And unless you are... I can't even say if you start paying my bills and paying for my house, because that's still... you don't run my life. And until whoever above comes down and says you can't play with dolls ever again, I'm probably going to hell, because I'm still going to play with dolls. So that is my ball jointed prompt number 8 on stereotypes. If you have any other stereotypes that I might have missed, or something that you have seen that's very, you know, obvious to you that I might have overlooked, then please let me know in the comments below. Please no hate, because any of the stereotypes is it's just for fun. I'm not trying to make fun of anyone. So please keep it all in good spirits. And thank you for watching. And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow for another video. Bye!